Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Aquarius. Aquarius, let's see what's coming in for you. All right, crossroads, life path choice, some kind of decision. Yeah, someone here's been kind of waiting, expanding the horizons, but this is an energy situation that could come to fruition. It's someone who's waiting for the one. Someone getting attention from other people here. Yeah, we have an energy of a person waiting for someone to reach out. Yeah. See, it's an energy of choices. Some of you could have a couple people reaching out here, but I see some of here you're not going to reciprocate to. Yeah, I see a single person waiting for the right person, someone who's looking out for themselves. Yeah, Aquarius, there you are. Speaking truth, seeing truth. See, this is, you're experienced. I see single, and I feel like you know someone here is. Yeah, some of you may be cutting someone out, not reciprocating, taking back your power. Yeah, I really feel here, yeah, you might even stand up to someone here, but it's, I mean, it could be you're pushing someone away here at the same time, but if someone pushes you away and then comes in and reaches out, I don't think you're going to let them in. No, it's often someone blocking someone, but generally it's just an energy of someone standing up for themselves, speaking their truth, taking back your power. Yeah. But there is a choice. That's why I kind of feel you have a choice to make. You're going to have to make a decision. Now, some of you might be thinking you just want to be single, but there is a person going to come in. Oh, yes, they are. With the Chariot, someone's coming in to take control, but you have taken your power back from someone for sure here. If you haven't done it, you're going to. Let's have a look at the Two of Wands. See, choices. You have to make a choice. Yeah. Yes, look at that. You hear that snap? When I flip, it goes snap. Taking a little pause, looking at things from a different perspective. Some of you could be checking someone out or someone checking you out. They may reach out. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Yeah, see, it's an energy of waiting patiently. See, hoping patience pays off. But I also feel like you're not putting all your... You're not putting all your eggs in one basket here. And I feel that's a good thing. Because I do feel that you're going to have to make a very wise decision here. Yeah, I feel like there's someone here, I don't know, maybe you're losing interest in someone. Could only wait so long, right? Tell me about this Six of Pentacles. Someone choosing their battle. See, thinking things through. So it's saying to be patient, think it through. Because you're going to have to make a decision. Now, you could be dealing with someone with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I see Cancer energy, some Virgo energy. Just a single person. Someone who's solitary. But it's all about taking a little pause, looking at things from a different perspective. So I do think you're just going to be patient here and think this through. I do kind of feel like it's yourself. But if there is someone here that reaches out and you don't reciprocate, or someone comes in, reaches out, and then changes their mind, I can see that. I feel like you could be losing interest, changing your mind, maybe even a couple times here. Yeah, it has to do with taming the beast. I feel like you need to be confident here. And this is an energy of seeing truth. See, this is things that you're experiencing. But you're going to have to apply the things you know and experience to a situation. So it's saying to tame the beast. Yeah, just to be patient. Yeah, keep things to yourself, keeping it all in. You already know the answers you're seeking. One of these situations probably won't go anywhere, and I do think you are losing interest. And it could be somebody seeing that, and they feel like they need to hurry up. So... yeah, let's have a look at the Chariot. Why is this here? Why is the Chariot here? Yeah, see, there's some sort of indecision. Now, this could come in suddenly out of the blue. You may not see it coming. So I do feel you may have a hard, and it could be just yourself not able to make a decision. Because it is about someone standing up. Maybe you feel like you need to stand up for yourself. But this is an energy of a little guarded, defensive here. You're feeling like you need to defend yourself, but if someone pushed you away and you didn't get a chance to defend yourself, maybe you're waiting for that opportunity. You know, see, been there, done that, but this is someone coming in very quickly. You're not going to see it coming. Your guard's up. You're going to be careful what you believe. And I do think you're going to have trouble making a decision. If it's not yourself, it's a person up here who was unable to move forward. Who is the Knight of Swords? Yeah. The tables are turning, so it is things turning around. Someone's actually, yeah, so someone's seeing clearly. And I mean, it could be yourself seeing clearly, trusting your inner knowing. I feel like you already know the choice you're actually going to make, especially if you keep changing your mind and you keep, it's like you're still waiting for someone. There's still interest with someone, but losing interest with someone else. There is too. And it could be just things you've experienced and applying it, but I can see the sun shining and you're seeing things clearly. It's about starting something new. It's a person here I feel maybe knows you're starting something new. And it's a person who needs to hurry. Someone's choosing their battles. But it's a person seizing the day, taking an opportunity that's presented. Tell me about the Two of Swords. I feel like you already know, yeah. You got an Emperor swooping in. This is someone coming in to take control. I think you're the person who's going to put on the brakes with someone else, but I don't really feel one of these situations going to add up to anything. I don't. Because it's like someone comes in, seizes the day, starts something, and then they change their mind. But I feel like you're also changing your mind, how you perceive a situation to be. This Emperor definitely is, and you can see they're coming in very quickly. They're making a powerful move. They're coming in, they feel confident, and they have self-control. The Emperor's about to make this happen. I don't think you're going to see it coming. Now, if it is yourself that rushed in to start something and they didn't see it coming, they could have had that feeling. See, the tables are turning. Yeah, this person's coming in. They want to build. See, putting in effort, doing all the hard work, taking control. Yeah, this person's emotionally available too. Look at that. They're available. They're open. So someone's going to let you know they're available. Now, if it is the other person starting it, someone new, this person is going to make something happen. They're trying to take control of the situation. What do I see? Oh, these readings get complicated sometimes. People's energy. Whenever I see the world and when the swords are out, especially, that is discernment. It's people with experience. That's why I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking. You're going to choose the Emperor. And I do feel they are emotionally available, but I do think there is another person here that you were kind of waiting for. I think they've changed their mind. Yeah, see, here for a good time, not a long time. So somebody here kind of a little self-absorbed, focused on self. Yeah, I think it could be another person who's lost interest because they're choosing their battles. Interesting. But it is often younger, flirty, playful. I mean, generally it's somebody who's cheerful and friendly, but this is a person who's kind of here for the good times. So whoever it is choosing their battles. Yeah, this is someone who's backing off here. They're backing off. But it's an energy of the tables turning and this Emperor coming in. Yeah. I got to tell you, I feel like you already know. Tell me about the High Priestess. Yeah. See, it's all about the Pentacle. You already know this is someone going to lay the foundation. And you already know this other person likely won't follow through. It won't go anywhere. They're a little self-absorbed. I mean, as someone who talks about themselves, it's kind of all about them. They don't mean any harm. They're just not here. This person doesn't want any tension or anything, you know. They're just here for the good times. Yeah, cheerful, friendly, but it's someone who likely it won't go anywhere. They likely won't stick around. The Emperor is someone who sticks around. I do think the other person is let you know they're available, because I see multiple opportunities. But it's the Emperor that's the one who's going to come in and take control. Tell me about the King of Cups. Yeah, so someone being a little cautious. See, they kept it all in. You know how someone feels. They kept all their feelings to themselves. So it could be someone who put on the brakes themselves here, taking another look. But yeah, I really feel it's this person. They're keeping it all in. Sees how they were feeling inside. This is someone who kind of feels maybe they took your power away, but you know what? The tables are turning. This person's coming in. They're going to eat some humble pie. Someone's coming in all humble. Yeah, and it does look like there is another person, but let's have a look at the Page of Wands. Yeah, so you seeing truth. This is, I feel, yourself seeing truth in a situation. You already know. See, two people checking each other out, a little aha, but it's not going anywhere. Yeah, and I mean, it has to do with the person. I feel it's someone who just wants to stay single. They kind of lack the confidence. The other person's far more confident. But it's the Emperor keeping all their feelings to themselves. See, they're being humbled. They're coming in humble. Yeah, they want to talk. See, no foundation, no growth. See, something didn't go anywhere. There's no growth. There was no change after a period of waiting. So now this person's coming in. They want to talk. I do think they're going to make a time, a commitment. It could be just time to talk and get together. Yeah, soulmate connection. Yeah, this person also, look at that, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person's wise. See, this is things they've experienced, and I do think you're going to share some experiences. They're going to tell you some truth. This is somebody who I do feel may have been indecisive too, but you're going to get truth. You're going to get clarity. They see things clearly. And it could be just somebody telling you, okay, what they've experienced, maybe with a particular person, but they are wise and they do speak truth. There's honesty, integrity, but it's all about perception, the way someone perceives something to be. They're having a little aha moment. Yeah, someone's perspective of someone, but it's about, what's it trying to say? It's a person who was kind of judgmental. See, often the swords up, they can be very judgmental. So it's someone being humble because of something they've learned. Yeah, but it's something about not just perception. It's about, I mean, it's a person who's judgmental, the way they perceive it to be. Yeah, but it has to do with someone's intentions. What is this person's intentions? Ooh, something romantic. They may give you a little gift, or it's somebody who wants to know what your intentions were, and they're seeing truth about your intentions. It could go that way. The tables are turning. But yeah, this person's going to give you something. You're not going to see it coming. A little gift, something romantic. Yeah, I do see the energy of waiting. See, you've been waiting for this. And it's like both people waiting for the other person, but I feel this person's making it happen. And it has to do with another person possibly coming in. They maybe have learned that there's someone new. And it just could be trusting their intuition. But I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking. So does this person. See, it's two people very much aware. See, they're aware that you're waiting, but it's for someone else, where you've kind of, the ship has sailed for them, but they're not going to let it happen because this is someone taking control. Yeah, this person's determined to succeed too. See, coming in right. They're coming in right. I feel like you got a person who didn't put their best foot forward, and that happens a lot with people. But it has to do with the change of somebody else has changed their mind, their perspective. But this is definitely positive for you. And it has to do with yourself too. And I think you're changing your mind on and off here. I feel like how you see one person than the other. One of these definitely isn't going anywhere. See that aha moment? And this is someone who's aware you're waiting. Yeah, you've got a person who's keeping you hanging. See, it hasn't gone anywhere. So there's this awareness. Could be someone who knows someone, I don't know. But it's a person who often, the other make excuses or they're just keeping you hanging because they're not confident. See, this is where I feel like you already know. Anyone who's not confident isn't interested enough, or they're not ready, and you want someone who's confident. So this person comes in right. Yeah, and they reach out too. It's a person who's generous with their feelings, emotions, their time. Generosity. One of these people that and if this person has two, they're no longer talking to someone else. But this is about what's coming towards you. There is going to be reciprocity. I do think you're going to talk to this person. I do think we have someone who's going to literally kind of back out, run away. I think they know it can't go anywhere. I don't know why, but it all has to do with how it started. See, it started two people checking each other out. You just happen to cross paths, so you make a connection. And then this person changes their mind. See, while you're waiting, they've changed your mind. But I think you're changing your mind too. And it could be where they kind of have that moment. It's likely too late. And I got to tell you, it's more like they're running away because the Emperor's coming in. Yeah, see, two of you. This is all about giving, receiving, being open and available, being aware. See, this person knows they're aware. They see truth, but they're coming in to tell you the truth. Or a truth. It's just clarity. Someone who says it as it is, straight up, just the way you like it. Serving it straight up. See, they're going to reach out here. See, this is somebody who's being humbled too. But I see a little gift. Now, if you started this and you gave someone a little gift and you're waiting to receive, you're going to receive. Yeah, so it's just an Emperor making it happen. Yeah, someone who just has that energy, a person of authority, or they're just, it's somebody who's wise, they have experience, they come in right. So it's a person who actually prepared themselves for this. Yeah, there's definitely a spark and desire, attraction too. You already know. See, choosing the one. Some of you already know who you're going to choose. It's going to be the Emperor. And it's something that could be worth waiting for some of you. But I also see, this is an energy of someone who knows, it's about waiting for only waiting so long. Someone isn't reciprocating, see, because they've changed their mind. But I think you're changing your mind too. Tell me about that Ace of Pentacles. It's coming right towards you. See, the tables are turning. It's coming towards you. You're attracting what you desire. See, high vibrational. This person has to take the lead. They need to start it. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. Yep, there it is. See, this is some kind of wish fulfillment. You're about to get a wish fulfillment. But I also see willingly letting go. This person here, I feel, just kind of wants to be single, or they see you that maybe that's what. And it's also yourself having to decide. Now's the time to decide what you want. If you just want to be single. But I think you're going to reciprocate because I feel like there's feelings here. See, there's a connection. Yeah. But it's also about letting go. Yeah, the feelings being mutual. Look at that, the Tower. See, both of you. This is like two worlds colliding. It's really interesting. But it is an energy of letting go of control. See, the feminine, letting go of control, let them take the lead. They are coming in humble. They've been humbled with something that they've learned. So they have both people have your emotions under control. Very important to do so, to try to be patient. See, but it's handing over the reins. Let them take the lead. Because when they take the lead, then they're confident. Yeah. Teaching someone how you want to be treated too, possibly. But it's kindness, compassion. See, it's an energy of some sort of forgiveness. This is something that wasn't meant to be. This is just somebody who makes up excuses. They're just not into it. I don't know. Maybe they just don't have a lot to give, or they don't feel like they have time, whatever their story. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, tell me about the strength. Yeah, see, you're manifesting, you're mirroring. See, it's where you're in alignment, you're more in alignment with this person than the other person. I'm not saying they have issues, but it's someone who's not ready, where the other person's taking the opportunity that's presented and they're following through, they're staying on course, they're navigating their feelings. But it's all about letting them come in and take control. This is somebody who needs to feel like they're in control, you know. But it is an energy of both people letting go of that energy. Yeah, you're manifesting, mirroring. You both have everything you need to provide. So you're both kind of looking out for yourselves here too, right? Taking care of yourselves. There's an energy of independence, but it's hard when you're used to being in control of your life, your world, and you're used to controlling everything. It can be very difficult to let go of that. I feel it's really important here. So this is about the two of you manifesting, and it is about communicating. There's desire. You're both attracted to each other. There's a lot of desire. And I do see the desire to communicate and talk. Yeah, there's a physical attraction too. Yeah, but it is an energy of putting on the brakes, taking a look, because it is an energy of been there, done that, not just looking at somebody because of their physical attraction. In fact, you could have someone who's maybe a little insecure. Maybe they feel that they don't look good enough. Could be why someone put on the brakes. But it's just two people trying to be mature, focusing on the connection, what the both of you bring to each other, than just that physical attraction. See, it's about connecting on the emotional level. I do think you're going to have a conversation, but it's really important not to just choose somebody just because of what they look like. It's about the attraction, the desire, the chemistry, and the connection. Two people who can talk, communicate. You can just say it like it is. See, you're going to have good communication with one of these people. I do see some Gemini, strong Gemini. See, being able to just say it like it is. Doesn't have to be. In fact, there could be two Geminis. I also see Leo, Pisces, Cancer, and of course yourself, Aquarius. Yeah, you already know the answers. You already know. You know, especially if you keep looking at one person, putting on the brakes, like mentally, and then looking at the other person, right? It's like you keep going back to this one person, the choice that you've already made. It's this person kind of doing the same thing. It's almost like they have a situation too with someone who's maybe not following through, or someone who just makes up excuses overall why they're waiting for this commitment. But yeah, tell me about the lovers. Yeah, this things go in both of your favor, seeing each other in a favorable way. It's a whole new romantic cycle too. This is somebody I'm going to be honest, they're not the most romantic. They may show you they like you by doing something nice, give you little gifts. See, they can be very generous, giving you little gifts. So one of these people is definitely more openly emotional, where the other person's very masculine, but they will always show you how they feel. And eventually it's somebody who does open up, but it's about choosing someone, choosing your battles, choosing the person who, don't just choose someone because you find them the most attractive, because you have to be able to communicate, to be able to stay connected. You have to be able to share some of your innermost selves, your innermost secrets. Yeah. But I feel like what we have is two people who, and I do think that one of these people could be too emotional, to be honest, for you. Or that person has got someone who's like that with them, too emotional. Some people who wear their heart in their sleeve, but they do it so much, it's too much. It's an energy of not sharing too much too fast either. Just keeping it simple. Really interesting. I do think it's going to be easy. You and this person are going to communicate. It's going to be easy. I don't really feel there's a power struggle. I feel like you're letting go of that control energy. But it has a lot to do with people's emotional level. Everybody says they want someone emotionally available. If you're the kind of person where you don't want somebody who's constantly wearing their heart on their sleeve, and it's like, I don't know, sometimes some people don't like it. They don't like that. It's an energy of what goes on between two people stays between two people, where you connect. It's like you can almost read each other's minds. It doesn't need to be said all the time. So that's another thing I'm seeing here. But I do think this is an energy of you knowing your worth. This person sees your worth. I see a lot of self-respect and desire. So there is an attraction, but it's about choosing someone for all the right reasons. So you don't want to have conflicting personalities, chaos, conflict, and drama. See, it's telling you to look at that. Because people sometimes have conflicting personalities. Could be someone who's jealous, or they create a lot of drama. People are very dramatic, very emotional. So it's telling you to choose. I think you're going to go for the Emperor, because I feel the Emperor is someone very masculine. They will tell you how they feel, but it's how they go about it. They're going to give you little gifts and show you at first, okay? Where the other person, I feel, is kind of dramatic, emotional. Yeah, there's something about them, and I feel like you already know. Yeah, you already know. Tell me about the Five of Wands. Yeah, see, it's a person who's very masculine. And it is somebody having to it's an inner struggle, overcoming that and being able to share emotions. It's not like they can't, or they're not emotionally available. They are. That's why I felt that energy here with this, the way the cards come out. They're in control of their emotions. They're not overly dramatic. They don't want to cause chaos or conflict. See, conflicting personalities. But it's definitely, and I do see the possibility of there being competition. Emperors aren't generally afraid of the competition as long as there's no commitment. Because I do feel this person speaks truth. They have, they're a loyal person. But it's somebody who's been kind of analyzing and strategizing. And I do think they are going to probably show you they like you by giving you little gifts and doing nice things. It's going to be easy. It's not going to be complicated. This looks complicated. Someone who's overly emotional. See, this person's already rushed in and changed their mind. See, it's somebody's morals, values, their lifestyle, the way they conduct themselves. It's a person who's faithful, loyal, they're wise. See, they're learning these things, the things they've learned. And possibly somebody was in a relationship with someone like that, where they're always in conflict because of their personalities, the way they express their emotion. Interesting. So there's emotional balance here. And this is good news. See, this is someone probably talking to people, hearing good things. But it is an energy of opportunity, a joyful experience. Yeah. If you have a date with someone, I feel when you do have a date with this person, it's going to be a good experience. It's going to feel good. And this is also someone who I feel would be proud to introduce you to their friends and family. See, it's somebody who may have been in a relationship with someone where there was conflict with their friends and family too, drama, jealousy, someone who needs a ton of attention. This person feels that there's something about you that's, just right. And they're going to do the right thing too. This is someone who's been there, done that. They know, yeah. So very interesting. And I feel like for yourself, Aquarius, you already know. You're going to let this person take the lead. You're letting go of control. They're going to come in and lay the foundation and get this started. They know what they have to do. They know what's expected. They are kind of expecting maybe a little bit of conflict here, but I don't think that's what's going to happen here. I think you're just going to have a talk. I feel these are two people who can talk very clearly. You don't mince words, no BS. Yeah. I like it. It's very favorable. Now, where this goes, it's hard to say, but I feel it's something that'll move forward here. Yeah, just two people, you gotta let each other in and let your guards down a bit. Yeah. See, instead of waiting for this, you've been waiting for this, being patient. And this person, I do feel, is aware. They know what they have to do. Like this person's aware that you're waiting. They know. They have experience. This is someone who's not very experienced. If they ever were in a relationship, it was probably one. Maybe it didn't last long. I don't know. Because it is inexperience. So there you go. Things going in your favor. You're going to choose each other here. I like it. There is a lot of attraction too. There is definitely desire, but it's not choosing someone just because of that. Someone may have done that before and it ended up in, it's all about your personalities, your emotional selves. That's what this is about between these two people. Yeah, so someone going to step up to the plate, life path, choice, decision, judgment. This is someone who judges themselves harsher than others. But it is someone making a decision. I do feel it could be someone wondering if there's reconciliation. I do see that. But I'm not seeing enough cards here to talk about reconciliation. It's more of this decision stepping up to the plate, life path decision. Because this is somebody, once they commit, they stay committed. Yeah. Yeah. See, it's making a commitment. See, two people single, committing to each other here. Yeah, now we have it. So yeah, some of you, it could be reconciliation or a reunion of sorts. Yeah, it could be someone who put on the brakes. And some of you have someone who did because they may have reconciled with someone. I do see that. And I do see that choice between two. But life path decision. This is taking a step back. See, this is someone testing the waters, going to reach out. One of these people's right for you. One of them's not. So that's where I see the indecision. So I do think this person sees you as their type. Someone else isn't their type, or you're in that energy. Boy, oh boy, thinkers, when you get those swords together, I think you're going to communicate great, because it is about communication skills. You both of you are very aware there needs to be a talk. You need to talk. And there is this reaching out to see if you reciprocate. But I wouldn't be surprised that another person does, or you've been waiting for them and something's feeling off. And that's why I kind of feel someone may have actually gone back to somebody else and reconciled. Yeah. So he's seeing truth in the situation, being wise. One of these people's just not your type. And I do think you're going to tell someone that straight up. Yeah. But you're open. So there you are. See, this is speaking truth. You're single, you're open, you're available. So this is about being open to receive. And you are going to receive. And if it is two people who reach out, one of them is definitely not your type. Some of you might be the one reconciling with someone. But I see chaos, conflict, drama. I see a person creating drama. Someone who's too emotional. They don't have their emotions in balance. And that's what the Emperor's looking at. See, the Emperor and the Empress are choosing each other. So take care and bye for now.